Started my first startup in '97. The world told me I was insane.
Our goal is creating future economies that are more regenerative and sustainable.
Something didn't match up. Why hasn't this become the next big thing? And that's where we invested.
The whole purpose of achieving anything in life is measurement.
My name is Ian Pollock, and I'm an associate here with Shadow Ventures. And it is my great privilege to introduce our founder and general partner, KP Reddy. I've known KP for about 7 years. He was an advisor for an ed tech startup that I co-founded. But I'd love to just give a brief introduction of KP and let him share his opening remarks for a very exciting Shadow Summit 2021 that we have in store for everybody. So KP Reddy is the founder and CEO of Shadow Ventures. We are a seed stage technology investment firm. He's a globally recognized authority in the AEC environments, AI, robotics, automation, mobile applications, and cloud computing. KP started coding when he was 13 years old and is a second generation engineer and a civil engineer by background with a bachelor in science from the Georgia Institute of Technology. He wrote the textbook on BIM, Building Information Modeling, with his book, BIM for Building Owners and Developers. He also has a best-selling book, What You Know About Startups Is Wrong, which continues to give entrepreneurs a realistic approach launching a startup company. He's a frequent lecturer at Georgia Institute of Technology and is a sought-after subject matter expert, frequently speaking worldwide on BIM and the built environment. It's my great pleasure to introduce KP Reddy.
Thanks, Ian. It's very awkward to be introduced via camera and hear someone talk about you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Good morning or possibly good afternoon, since I know we get a lot of international folks joining our summit. This is our 5th year, which is like absolutely wild to me that it's our 5th year. Unfortunately, our 2nd year virtually, so don't get to see you guys other than through the screen. Super, big shout out to Schneider Electric and ThoughtWire, who've really supported us this entire year getting this together and have continued to be great partners for us at Shadow Ventures. One of the things, being a venture capital firm, I try to remind people that we are a VC and we're not an events company. So Ian has done a fantastic job getting everything together and the entire team's pitched in. But we're still a VC. So hopefully everybody can be patient as things do happen in this virtual environment. So the question is why do we do this? Why do we do this summit every year? And why will we continue to do this summit? And in a way, why does it continue to almost shrink? What we've done is we've really tried to make it smaller and smaller every year and really get the people that are most engaged. And I think for us, we think our role, not just as a VC, but as being part of the industry that literally shapes the built environment, is really how do we get the best technology, the best vetted technology in front of industry, and how do we get industry comfortable with the best technology, both from a tech perspective, but also from a capital backing. Nobody wants to implement software and then the company goes out of business in 3 months. So we think it's a great responsibility we have to connect the dots in this industry. We're still the largest industry in the world, and we're still, I'm not going to show you the charts and graphs, we're still behind. But I think one thing that's really happened has been the level of interest we're seeing, the level of interest the startups are seeing. When I started my first startup in '97 to do construction management on the web, the world, mostly general contractors, told me I was insane and the internet was a fad and is it available on AOL? So the world has definitely changed. Now we have drones and AI and everything else happening. But we can continue to say things are getting better. But I wanted to share a couple of stats from our perspective, because at the end of the day, it's flow of money and doing deals and funding more startups that really say that things are actually moving forward. In the last 12 months, we funded about 11 startups, and we're a small firm. If you compare it to some of the larger firms that are funding startups, they're off the charts as well. In the last 2 years, we've had over 4,200 startups apply to our incubator. 4,200. I can't imagine 10 years ago that there were 400 startups in our industry, much less 4,200 startups to reach out to us. Out of that 4,200, we accepted almost 100 into our incubator. Once again, I would have 5 years ago, 10 years ago, are there 100 startups that actually need coaching and capital that are shaping the built environment? Probably would have not believed you. So we see that. And, and out of that 100 startups, we funded about 11 last year. We, as a firm, deployed almost $5 million in capital in the last 12 months. That's a lot of money in our world, especially for seed and pre-seed startups that aren't, they're not unicorns yet. They're all unicorns in the making. So, we may not be dropping Tiger Global or SoftBank money, but if you look at the stage of where we're playing in our peer groups, we're definitely seeing the volume. My tip for a summit, it's 2 days. It's a lot. Hydrate well. Take a break when you need to. The team here is recording everything, so it'll all be available to you later. If you miss something, don't stress out. Definitely engage. We've kept it small and intimate. We have folks like Mark Teixeira, who's a friend and is a fantastic individual that I'll be doing a fireside chat with. Terrence Murphy, Shantae Harris. We have some great people that I'll be doing chats with. And stay involved, stay engaged, stay involved via Hopin, stay engaged via Circle. This is not thousands of people, right? We're in an environment of hundreds of people. And if you split across the different sessions, you can focus on your topic. So definitely engage during the session and afterwards. So once again, thanks everybody for spending the time with us. What I tell people is we may not be the most entertaining people. Like there's not a lot of hoopla around here, but year after year, I've been told by people they feel like they should have earned a PhD after they attended our summit. So hydrate well because your brain's going to be working hard today. Thanks, everybody.